Gonna be a scorcher. Tomorrow is looking better. Highs in the 80s out to the west as some rain comes in, but then that rain's gonna fall apart, so the rest of us will stay mainly dry and be baking once again.
Well, stepping up security, armed guards are just one of the new additions to those coming to Des Moines City Council meetings starting Monday. City Hall will close at 4 for a security sweep. Then council members and attendees will have to walk through metal detectors before entering the chambers. It's the first time the meetings have been in person since the start of the pandemic. Deputy City Manager Matt Anderson says this plan has been in the works for a while.
This is an historic building, so it didn't have the natural security features that you'll find in a modern day office building. If you check into any corporate building downtown, state building, county building, federal building, you're generally going to be first met with security when you walk in the door.
Well, two of the groups that have spoken out frequently about policing and racial injustice in the city at council meetings, of course, do think the plan targeted them, though. In a statement, Des Moines Black Lives Matter and the Des Moines People's Town Hall said in part that the security upgrades, quote, are ways that the council continues to vilify and attempt to criminalize community members, especially black community members who have shown up to these meetings to support the abolition of DMPD. Now, adding extra security will cost the city about $15,700 a year. The metal detector with labor and installation will cost more than $7,100. It will cost about $371 per meeting for 2 armed security guards.
Ransom paid. Meat processing company JBS say they gave hackers $11 million after most of its facilities had already come back online. The cyber attack impacted operations here in Iowa, along with other parts of North America and the world. All shifts are back at work now, and the FBI says Russia-linked hackers were behind the cyber attack. The company's CEO says it was a difficult decision to make, but felt it had to be done to prevent potential risk to customers.
Well, the sponsor of the Keystone Pipeline is pulling the plug on the project. The $9 million project was supposed to transport crude oil from Canada through the Midwest and down to oil refineries in Texas. It was revitalized under the Trump administration, but the Biden administration revoked its permit in January over climate change concerns.
Today marks 2 weeks since the last time anyone saw 11-year-old Xavier Harrelson in Montezuma. A neighbor reported him missing on May 27th. And yesterday, authorities announced they're offering a $15,000 reward for information in the case. That money was donated from residents and businesses in the Montezuma area.
Our community here is extremely giving, and especially in a situation like this when we're talking about a child. That really tugs at people's heartstrings, and everyone is extremely concerned about him.
And if you would like to donate to the fund, contact the Montezuma State Bank. And if you have any information about Xavier's disappearance, call the Poweshiek County Sheriff's Office or the Division of Criminal Investigation. We've got both numbers listed on your screen now. The FBI has also put up an online tip line at fbi.gov/findxavier.
Well, today is the start of President Biden's first international trip. He will be spending time with British Prime Minister Boris Johnson before the G7 summit kicks off. KCCI's Jared Hill is in our Washington bureau with how vaccine donation ties in to the president's trip.
Alex and Tisia, there are essentially 2 tent poles today for President Biden that go back to his overarching goal for this trip of reestablishing the U.S. as a world leader. And one of them is this major announcement about the vaccination effort.
We have to end COVID-19, not just at home, which we're doing, but everywhere.
The White House is going to be announcing that it's buying 500 million doses of the Pfizer vaccine. These will be sent around the world. That would start in August. The shots would head to 92 low-income countries, all of them made in the U.S. That's on top of the 80 million that have already been pledged last month. The president is expected to push other world leaders to do the same at the G7 summit, which starts tomorrow. During that leg of the trip, the White House is expected to focus less on tangible outcomes, but reestablishing a vibe with allies as they plan to push back against authoritarianism in Russia and China.
That's essentially where, the trip is all about. Just making sure that everyone's on the same page before they have to take the really hard decisions.
President Biden starts that more political work as well today in a one-on-one with British Prime Minister Boris Johnson. Reporting in Washington, I'm Jared Hill for KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
And both China and Russia have been sharing their vaccines as well. This has often come with some sort of strings. The vaccine produced in the U.S. use mRNA technology have proven to be more effective.
It's now 6:06 on your Friday Eve, and Iowa's keeping the heat turned all the way up. We're looking at temperatures reaching into the 90s all weekend.
And the best way to keep cool is in the pool. But if you're looking for free options around the city, you may be out of luck. KCCI's Bo Bowman is live at Union Park with an update on the major staffing shortage. Bo.
Yeah, Tisia, because of the low staff numbers in the Des Moines Parks and Rec Department, they are asking for more so that they can open up all of the wading pools and all of the splash pools at the same time. They're currently on a rotation. I'm joined by Jen Fletcher from the Parks and Rec Department this morning. And Jen, talk a little bit about the staffing issue. What jobs are out there? What are you guys looking for?
Right now, we are trying to fill our wading and splash pool attendants so people can work here at Ashby Pool. We are looking for more lifeguards. We're looking for more seasonal utility workers and park and recreation associates.
Right. And these splash pools, they're needed. There's a lot of demand for them here in the metro, right?
Well, we have 4 splash pools and 5 wading pools. And prior to the pandemic, they had almost 90,000 visits a year.
Right. And that's a lot of people. And during this heat, I mean, they've got to be itching to get out here, right?
They're very popular.
Perfect. Thanks, Jen. We appreciate it. Those splash pools, this one here in Union Park will be open this week. The one at MLK is closed. They'll be on that rotation throughout the duration of this staffing shortage. But we're live at Union Park. Bo Bowman, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
We have been talking about this, Bo, in hopes that they could get more help on the way. We want those splash pads open, especially with this heat, Matinka.
It is so hot already this morning. So if you're lucky enough to maybe have a pool, your neighbor has a pool, I hope you're good friends with them because you'll be needing to head there. Right now in Des Moines, 72 degrees. It's 66 in Audubon, and it feels super muggy. And taking you around the metro today, highs are going to be the hottest of the whole week. So back into the mid-90s we go. Ankeny, you're headed for 94 degrees today, and it's going to be a rapid warm-up at that. 9 a.m. into the low 80s, upper 80s by 11, and peaking this afternoon around 5 p.m. Yeah, there will be a few clouds out there today, but unfortunately no rain just yet. Tomorrow, there is a chance. It's going to be coming in from the west and kind of fizzling out as it reaches us, but at least it's our best chance for rain over the next 8 days here. We have some dips, but overall, the trend is for the heat to continue.
All right, thank you, Matika. Well, if you're heading out the door at this time, 6:08 is your time right now. Your morning commute looks good over in the Urbandale area, especially the Urban Loop. This is a look at I-3580 at 86th Street, and wow, what a gorgeous sunrise. Traffic looks good, though. There are no complaints out there, no reports to worry about, no crashes either, and your drive times look good as well. But just a heads up, you're going to want to remember this. Yeah, those traffic enforcement project we told you about yesterday is continuing today through the weekend. So this is just the start of a year-long campaign done by Drive Safe Iowa to try and keep traffic fatalities below 300 here in Iowa. So far this year, 121 people have died in traffic crashes, more than at any time since 2016.
It's 6:09, an Iowan sentenced to death. The surprise message to his victim's family in Nebraska.
Tech troubles aren't over yet for D-Mac, who else is now being impacted by last week's cyber attack.
Possibly one of the sweetest stories you'll hear all day. A family trip to Ankeny Walmart turned into so much more.
Yeah, Amanda Gardner says her 4-year-old boy wanted to spend his $2 allowance on a new toy. But when they arrived, they heard a man playing We Are the World by Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie. The boy quickly changed his mind and decided to give the musician all of his money.
Oh, what a good boy. That is so sweet. But don't worry, Mom and Dad still got him a toy, a nice loud horn for his bike.
I love that.
Showing that Iowa nice at such a young age. Those parents are doing a good job.
Yes.
This is Iowa.